Hey everyone, it's Adam with Advocate Home Group. This is the February 2024 video newsletter. All right, guys, I want to get right into the market data and what we see happening. Now, in January, we did see an uptick. We saw a lot more buyer activity than what we thought we were going to see in January, but interest rates had a lot to do with that. Interest rates are fluctuating up and down. I mean, it's almost by the day. And so a lot of people are making their decisions based off of what the interest rates are doing. So if it increases a little bit, we see people pumping the brakes. If we see them drop, then we see this flood starting to happen. And we saw that in January. And if you look at some of the graph data, interestingly enough, the sales price, the actual sold price, didn't really change too much. But what we saw was the new listings that were hitting the market kind of had this like a pretty big jump in the pricing, which means that people saw it as an opportunity to overprice their house. Now, the danger in that is if you overprice your property, you're just not going to see the activity that you need. And on the buy side, if it's too overpriced, a lot of the buyers don't even want to go see it. And so there's different rooms for negotiations. We're still seeing concessions being paid by the seller for the buyer. We're seeing that, in my opinion, the buyers are still more in control, even though the absorption rate is still under 3 months. So it's still technically, I think it's right around like 2.8 right now. That's still considered a seller's market, but we are seeing that buyers are asking for concessions and different things. And unless it's a really, really hot property with a lot of good features or a lot of amenities for what you get for the price, we are seeing that buyers are negotiating and they're wanting to negotiate. We're not seeing a lot of, oh, we'll just give you your asking price and we'll do anything to lock up this house. We're not seeing that yet. We're not at that point yet. What I think is going to fuel that is actually going to be the interest rates. Once those interest rates drop enough, then we're going to see that happen. So the reason why that's important to buyers and sellers is I still think that this first quarter is going to be the best time to be buying and selling a home for the entire year, because once those interest rates drop and they drop to a more user friendly number, then we're going to see a lot of buyers. So once that happens, the floodgates are going to open and it's going to be really, really rough to try to get a house. So if you're looking at buying or selling, now's the time to be doing it. And make sure that we can get you the numbers and the data that you're looking for up front about your specific neighborhood. Because if not, you're going to make a bad decision, or at least not as an educated decision as you possibly could. So we'll be tracking the numbers. For those of you who are kind of sitting on the fence right now, make sure you reach out to us and we'll help you along your path and at least get your ducks in a row so that you're ready to go as soon as the right house hits. All right, guys, we will see you next month.